things are always made of the finest ingredients. Just a touch of this, just a touch of that. So how about a touch of France? Let's discover France, French and France in Ghana in a new episode of Touch of France.
Hello, bonjour, welcome, bienvenue, welcome to Touch of France, the show that tells you about France and France in Ghana. My name is Sophie Avé. I am the French ambassador to Ghana and above all, a lover of all things about France and Ghana. Today, we're going to talk about science and technology, what France does in Ghana in the area of cooperation in science and technology. And to comment and discuss that, I have the pleasure and the honor of welcoming two of your favorite, most famous bloggers here in Ghana, Ameyaw, Debrah, and Kyei. Let me welcome Kyei, Ameyaw, Debrah. Hi guys, give me five. Oh, these ones. Hey.
Thank you.
Oh, you're matching. You're matching the two of you. Please have a seat. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Oh wow. Oh wow. You speak French, both of you. Oh gosh. I'm going to challenge you. Let's settle down. Let's have a very small commercial break and I will be with you. Let's get ready. Don't go anywhere. We will be talking science and technology and all sorts of things, France and Ghana, with Kyei, Ameyaw, Debrah. Thanks again for being here. Don't go anywhere.
As a man on a mission, I am constantly on the move. My work takes me to different places from all walks of life. In the process of time, I have met many successful people with different backgrounds and with different drives. One thing has been common among them all. Like me, they don't compromise on quality. Which is why each day as I leave home to face the world, I drive straight to the one place I know I can refuel for the day. Because I am assured of quality fuel at an affordable price.
Numo! Over there, I big salon. Munchang, the triple S.
Triple S no yedeng.
Make them tell you. Factor social distance health.
There at Santor, quality is affordable.
Santor Energy, clean fuel, friendly service.
Welcome back on Touch of France. I'm here sitting with your two favorite bloggers, well, among many bloggers. I don't want to offend any others because we've got others that are, but that is is it a Ghanaian tradition that you have information through the blogs and through bloggers?
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
So I've been watching the show, I've been part of it, so I know how worthy is it to be on this platform. So I'm super humbled. Now, blogging and social media, it's super powerful because the world is moving in a space where now people rely on the online space for information. Gone with the days, you have to just wait for the 7 o'clock news bulletin before you can get access to information. But these days, bloggers are breaking news, we are putting out a lot of information, and so even within a second, you have a lot of news going viral because of bloggers.
Do you agree with that, Ameyaw? Is that like a new form of journalism?
Yes, it has become. And I think globally, it took a lot longer for Ghanaians to open up in bigger numbers about it. I've been doing it for almost 15 years. And
really?
I've seen when I started from back in the day to now, there is more attention to it. Also because more people are finding themselves online and having the opportunity to now consume the content we put online across the various platforms. So yes, it's here to stay. Bloggers are becoming notorious. Everywhere you go, they have a voice, they have an opinion, they are sharing information as and when it happens. So it's an exciting time, and we're just waiting to see what comes out next in that space.
Yes. What's quite impressive here in Ghana is that 200% equipment in mobile phones. Like every Ghanaian literally would have 2 mobile phones. Quite a majority of them are actually connected. So that's quite impressive. That is, is that one of the reasons why you thought that it would be a good way to connect with them, this hyper connection of Ghanaians?
Yes, of course. I mean, myself, I went to the university to study music. So I'm a professional music teacher. And so, I mean, I'll be asking, I mean, I'm supposed to be in a classroom teaching, but I decided to go into blogging. I mean, kind of courtesy, this man here, Ameyaw, who inspired me to enter into blogging. And so, coming up, I mean, you notice that a lot of people are, like you said, I mean, using mobile phones, they have laptops. Gone away the days, hardly will you see people. I mean, it costs a lot to have a mobile phone those days.
Yeah.
But as we speak now, people are having phones, laptops, and all that because of how fast forward things are moving. And so it gave the opportunity for people to also access information. Right. Taking pictures, reading news, sharing opinions, and all that. And so it makes it easy to also connect with your friends. I remember those days when I completed school, you had your junior high school mates traveling to France, and you wouldn't be able to connect with them. But because of mobile phones and social media, now I'm able to connect with all my friends wherever they find themselves. So I think that it has helped us to reach a number of people with our information, with our content, and everything.
Okay. Well, I'll ask you when we are just after what I'm going to share with you what your background is. But beforehand, I would like to share with you what France does in the area of science and technology. We'll bounce on it, and we'll talk about you, Ameyaw, as well. So stay with us. We're going to see what France does in the area of science and technology.
During the French Renaissance, political authorities found a new interest in promoting science. It was no longer limited to religious orders, specific professions, or to the few existing universities. Goodbye the Middle Ages. The Académie des Sciences was thus created in 1666 under the absolute monarchy of Louis XIV, Louis XIV. In London, Florence, or Leipzig, other academies were created. For the first time in Europe since ancient Greece, science became a fashionable topic, discussed in worldly salons. In the 19th century, science became more democratized in the wake of the French Revolution. The extension of free and public education and the Industrial Revolution, which led to discoveries such as immunization by Louis Pasteur. French research counts many Nobel Prize winners among its ranks. In mathematics, almost 1/3 of all Fields Medal recipients have come from French laboratories, including 10 from that of l'École Normale Supérieure. France is second in the world in terms of number of medals, just behind the United States. Here is an amazing fact. France spends 49.5 billion euros on research, equal to 2.22% of its GDP. This has enabled the country to achieve its objectives, in particular at the international level, attracting talented researchers from around the world. 41% of students enrolled in French doctoral schools are foreigners, and 54% of French scientific publications are the result of international collaboration. To ensure this mix in French research, the CNRS has recruited approximately 30% of its researchers from abroad each year since 2010. Research is also heavily co-funded by the European Union. Indeed, many French successes have come from international research, which is the reason why France also has some research institutes implementing cooperations all over the world, including in Ghana.
Ameyaw, how much knowledge in the technology of social media and all the new platforms does it take to actually master it and to convey messages efficiently?
So the good thing is, I mean, I am not a tech person, but everything I've done is using tech. So an understanding of the various applications help you to be able to use it well. And I think if you want to be on social media, you don't need any sort of specific technology know-how, but just being able to apply from the front end. What if you have to compose a test, how to do it? If you have to upload media, how to do it? Once it's in your face and you can do it, you don't need any specific sort of technical know-how. And I am able to attend tech conferences around the world, not because I myself am creating a product out of tech, but because I am using technology and applying it in my space. So I would say you don't need so much knowledge, but experience helps, especially in the social media space, because a lot of it is how you use it and how you're able to take that feedback and then grow it into the next level. So that is what I would say to that question.
Right. Well, actually, I'm an absolute zero when it comes to social media. I'm only discovering, and I need my children to, walk me through and tell me how to do it. I'm a complete beginner. What kind of advice would you give to someone who is jumping into this social media world, be it as just a user or who wants to be followed or blogged? Do you have any advice?
Yes. So I keep telling people, I mean, most of the workshops and the seminars that I go, I tell them that social media now is a whole society, it's a community. And so you realize that, I mean, Ameyaw has a lot of followers. I have a lot of followers. And so those people are my community. So I am sort of the leader. And so you need to know that these people are following you. So what content are you giving them? What are you directing them? Because they are following you. And so anything that you put out there goes a long way to affect them. Now, again, we are in a world of audiovisuals. So what people see, what people hear is what they believe. And the mind is very strong. So I keep telling me, and my advice to the young ones, that when you are going on social media, be very careful and know the people you're going to follow. Again, we are also in a global village. People are watching from afar. There are a lot of people that will call me and say that we've not met you before, but we love your content. They are in the States, they are in France. And I ask myself, it means that even though I'm in Ghana, I am reaching a lot of people. And so the young ones are the people who want to go on social media must again be very careful what they put out. I did a research online and I noticed, I mean, if you go online and you type SHS girls in Ghana, you notice that a lot of girls who are twerking and misbehaving, bad images, it is as a result of social media. And these young ones will grow up to see those images and it will go a long way to affect them. I'm sure. I mean, growing up, there are a lot of pictures that we posted, but today we go back to delete those images. Why? Because we don't find it very healthy. So to the young ones, if you're a social media user, be careful the content you are putting out. Again, be careful the people that you are following because they can influence you. You wake up in the morning, you're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. What the people you are following, what they post, or what will direct you. So I think that social media has come to stay, whether we like it or not. So let's be mindful how, because I mean, it has served as employment to a lot of people. I mean, Ameyaw is a full blogger professional, myself and a host of others. So yes, so let's look at the bigger picture of social media and what, I mean, it can do to us because people are feeding their family, people are enjoying life out there. So let's be very careful out there.
Sure, Ameyaw, you also have some tips to share with us. I just want to share with you a Ghanaian who is in France. He's working in the area of science. We'll watch him and then you will tell us what your tips would be for the bloggers and followers. Please, let's watch the Ghanaian in France.
My name is Dr. Daniel J. I arrived in France on the 31st of May 2016. I chose France because I wanted to learn French. I am a research scientist at the University Paris-Saclay, where I research into the use of radiation for radiobiology studies and radiotherapy. During the COVID period, I played a very unique role in collaboration with the Ghanaian community in Paris to form a research and medical team, of which I took the lead. Well, I speak a bit of French, not so much, but it's enough to move around. And even the French people do say that French is not easy, but as much as we integrate, you will definitely speak. It's just like any other language. Bonjour à toutes et à tous, c'est votre confrère Dr Daniel qui vous adresse aujourd'hui de Paris. J'espère que vous êtes tous en bonne santé et en pleine forme. Je vous souhaite tous les meilleurs dans votre quotidien. Merci, au revoir.
Well done, Daniel. Obviously, he speaks a bit more French than just to go around. There's something interesting where he said, I look upon myself as an ambassador of Ghana to France. That's where he lives. As a blogger, do you look upon yourself as somehow an ambassador of what's happening in Ghana to the rest of the world? Because obviously you are followed by many, many people, even from overseas.
Yes, I certainly do. And I think one of the joy and in what I do is, especially when I started, was being that voice that a lot of people would look out for when something was happening. And so whether it was Nigerians who wanted to know what was happening in Ghana, I was always there giving them those details. If people came from America to visit, those people came from Ghana, I was always there to give people updates. And so I've always known from the beginning that my audience is not just Ghana. And so even in direction of the content I produce, I have that in mind. And you realize more so what I do now is portraying a lot of the lifestyle components, which a lot of people I don't see a lot of people do, because I feel capturing our lifestyle in a beautiful way and in an enticing way, when somebody sees it out there, would want to associate and want to say, oh, let me go to Ghana and experience it, because visuals do matter, and how you present it also adds up to that. So yes, I have silently or unknowingly become some sort of an ambassador, a window into what happens in Ghana.
Do you sometimes promote the Ghanaian food on your blogs?
So not quite often.
Right.
Because we have people specifically who are food bloggers.
Right.
But I mean,
some are food bloggers.
Yeah, food bloggers. But once a while, if I travel to any part of Ghana, and that's food is like new to me. I mean, I share it on my platform to let people know that this is what we have.
Okay, so you've also traveled the world. Have you ever tasted French food?
Yes.
Have you?
I have. I mean, I've been to Côte d'Azur.
Côte d'Azur, wow.
For about 3 times. So I think my introduction to France was always through there, because I went for the Cannes Film Festival.
Yes.
And over there, I had to, of course, try a lot of the food around. And I realized it's a lot of cheesy, creamy sort of things, and a lot,
non-diet kind of things.
And a lot of course, bread elements and wine as well. So, and fortunately, I'm somebody who is always very open to trying new things, and I didn't find myself wanting. I try new things, I like it, I try it again, and I think I'd had some quail sometime. And I loved the way they did it. I don't quite remember what the name was, the specific way of cooking it, but I really enjoyed it. When it comes to food, I try.
Okay, so I'm going to introduce you to something you may not have tried already. It's based on fish, and actually it's called Accra. The name of it is Accra. So let's see how to do the Accra de morue. Accra.
sauf un paraît-il. Allez, venez avec moi, nous allons chercher notre morue salée pour faire nos très jolis acras. Pour préparer des acras. Les acras, ce sont des petits beignets de poisson, mais aussi on peut les faire avec des légumes ou avec des crevettes. Pour nous, nous allons les préparer avec de la morue séchée et salée que nous sommes allés acheter, souvenez-vous, chez le poissonnier. Et voici nos acras. Regardez, tout chaud et surtout tout doré. Nos acras sont finis, ils sont bien chauds et bien dorés. Donc vous allez pouvoir les déguster. Vous pouvez les manger soit à l'apéritif, soit en plat principal ou en entrée. Quoi qu'il en soit, bon voyage et surtout bon appétit. À bientôt.
Thank you, Chef Patrice. Did you know about that?
No.
Aha. Would you like to taste?
Yes.
Okay, so we will. How about we have a short break? And I want to tell our viewers that the recipe is online. You can find it on Instagram, Twitter, on our Facebook page. So if you want to try that at home, you will find the full recipe. But you can also watch again and again the replay of the recipe, the replay of the show on our YouTube channel. Let's come back just after a short commercial break.
MPS Terminal 3 is Africa's new state-of-the-art container terminal at Tema Port. For manufacturers, agro-processors and traders, the new port means business can be done faster. This infrastructure boost will improve Ghana's port handling capacity, connect more trading routes, and oil the engine of growth for the economy, creating greater opportunities across all sectors as Africa's markets merge and become the largest trading bloc globally. MPS, we connect, you thrive.
Welcome back to Touch of France. I am here with Ghanaian bloggers, superstar bloggers, Ameyaw, Debrah, and Kyei. Kobby, Ameyaw, thank you so much for being here with us. So, we were talking about France, science, technology. You are using tech to convey messages. I wanted to ask you, you've both been to university, right?
Yep.
KNUST, Winneba?
Winneba, yes.
What did you study?
I studied BA Publishing Studies.
Right. Publishing studies. What did you study?
Music education.
Oh, yes. You were supposed to be a teacher in music. Okay. There's quite a few people I've had as a guest here who started studies in one area and then diverted, but you've been quite consistent.
Yes. I mean, most of my year group, my mates from school, they see me like, oh, you are about the only person who really stuck in the space that you found yourself. And I'm like, well, I think when I was going to the university, I had in mind what I wanted to do. Of course, things changed, and I found myself more online. Yes, once I got in there, I made sure I did it well. And
so you're the one who stuck to the actual studies he went into. So did you both dream of becoming a blogger when you were little? Or becoming, I don't know, journalists or somehow ambassadors of your countries? Did you dream about that when you were younger?
So, when I was growing up, it was two things. I wanted to go into the military.
Okay, so
And,
that's...
well, yes.
Okay.
going to the military to play instrument, like to be at the military band.
In the band,
yes,
right?
So military or being in the media space. And so I remember when I was younger, I used to buy a junior graphic to read all the time just because I wanted to be in that space. And so I am not quite surprised that I find myself in the online space.
Is consistent.
Exactly.
Right.
So I had passion for the media. I mean, when I was
from the very
growing up,
beginning.
yes,
How about you?
Well, so I went through a curve. I mean, at different stages, I thought I was going to be one thing or the other. At some early stage, I thought I was going to be a doctor. I actually studied general science in high school.
Right.
So it was at the university that I switched to go into art. So at every stage, it was different. But what I find myself in now is not entirely different because I was into entertainment. I love entertainment content. And growing up, I had access to... My parents were in the UK, and so they would bring us a lot of different materials. They would record it and bring it to us. And so I consumed different content at that very early stage. And I always knew that if I were to do content in that direction, it would be a sort of a combination of those influences. Because even though I was watching a lot of content from outside of Ghana, I also consumed a lot of the Ghanaian content. So it would be a nice marriage between that and what is local as well. So a lot of what I'm doing now, sort of in terms of the taste, the preferences, started at that early stage.
Okay. So that's how you became bloggers. Right. I want to share with you something in France, because we want to attract young children to get to know science, technology, media, communication. We have this huge Cité des Sciences museum that you can visit, you can play, touch, try, experiment. So I wanted to share that with you. So let's discover the Cité des Sciences. So does it make you feel like visiting Paris, France, visiting this museum, or maybe other parts of France? You may wonder, how do I do to get a visa for France? Well, here are.
So you want to travel to France and need a visa? France is part of the Schengen zone. Hence, a visa to France gives you access to travel across all 26 Schengen countries. Never pass through an agency or intermediates. It is a scam. There is only one way to apply for a Schengen visa at the French embassy. There are various visa options. Make sure you submit a complete application. Make sure you have an appointment. Walk-in is not allowed. Do not submit fake documents. It is an offense and could put you on a travel ban. Plan in advance. do not apply at the last minute.
So please go to france-visa.gouv.fr and nowhere else if you want a visa for France. You guys, have you ever been to France?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Okay, so right, you haven't. So you tell Kobby, what is it like? What's France like?
Well, I mentioned earlier about going to the French Riviera area, and then there was one other time that I was able to go to Paris, and the experience was very different from the coast, the Nice area. And what I love about it is the architecture. I mean, I saw a shop, I don't want to mention the brand's name, but it was built like something from, it was built like something that you find in the 70s. And it's a fashion brand, and it looks like that in this year. I just like the architecture, and it flows through the city. A lot of history. I had the opportunity to visit a lot of the monumental places, the Triumph, the Arc of Triumph. I went to, of course, Eiffel Tower. I had to. Hopefully, the next time I'll be able to go all the way up. I hear there's a restaurant somewhere up there. Yes. I would like to do dinner or something there one time. It's a lovely space. That time, what I decided to do was to stay at the airport and have access to easily go into the city. So I was using the train, and I like the fact that there was internet even at the train station. And if I needed something online, I could Google and find my way around. Language barrier is there, and so
language bridge.
Yeah, language bridge. You have to climb it, and but the city is. I enjoyed my stay there. The food was amazing, also. So you should go visit.
All right, I shall definitely challenge your French, and I know Kobby speaks a little French. Well, actually here in Ghana, France is doing quite a few things in the area of science and technology. So we're bringing a touch of France here in Ghana. Let's have a look at the touch of France in Ghana.
In Ghana, France is present in the research field through scientific cooperation and French research institutes partnering with Ghanaian research centers. Present in Ghana since 2015 is the IRD, France's Research Institute for Sustainable Development. Did you know that 2 French researchers are hosted by the Noguchi Memorial Institute for Medical Research? They are conducting research projects on health, malaria, and COVID with the teams of Noguchi Institute and West African Center for Cell Biology of Infectious Pathogens. Training of young researchers and capacity building is also going on. One group of jeunes équipes associées à l'IRD, Young IRD Associated Research Team, was created for coastal monitoring in partnership with the University of Cape Coast and the Africa Center of Excellence in Coastal Resilience. That's not all. Since 2020, IRD leads the One Health Partnership, aiming at networking the African Centers of Excellence working on health, with 1 center in Ghana, 2 in Nigeria, and 1 in Burkina Faso, funded by the AFD. In 2013, the annual France-Ghana Higher Education and Research Conference was launched. Indeed, the list of science and technology projects which France supports in Ghana is almost endless. The French Agricultural Research Center for International Development is implementing 2 main projects in Ghana in the food and nutrition security, sustainable agriculture, climate change, and cocoa agroforestry fields. France is also partnering with the Institute of Statistical, Social, and Economic Research at the University of Ghana to host a permanent researcher from 2021 onwards to work on agro-food chains in West Africa. There is the Young African Scientific Talents Program as well, which is part of the Pan-African and Multidisciplinary Africa 2020 project. Well, 2 young Ghanaian researchers were selected to participate in it. Dr. Joseph Ofei Thompson in the field of geology at the University of Ghana, Legon, and Mrs. Masha Ahobabua in the fields of mathematics at the University of Mines and Technology. Congrats to the both of them.
Yeah, let's have a short commercial break, and then I will grill you in French. But you've been bragging about your French too, so I'll grill you too. Don't go anywhere. You will hear our famous bloggers speak some French, and I'll challenge them. We'll be back just after a short break. Okay, welcome back. I'm sitting here with Ameyaw, Debrah, Kobby, Kyei, and let's see if they can connect and thrive in French. What can you say in French?
Je m'appelle Ameyaw Debrah.
Right.
Je suis blogueur.
Yes?
That's it.
Well, that's quite enough to start a conversation. How about you?
So I know a stylo, pen.
A stylo, a pen, yes. I don't know why you focus on the pen,
yes,
because that's every time I look at I say a stylo, a pen. Have you been hopeless for a pen sometimes in your life?
I remember my friend teacher used to hammer on that word because we are using pen, stylo. So
all right.
I remember that a lot. And,
so was it a he or a she?
Yes.
He. He.
Yes.
Well, he did a good job.
Yes.
So obviously you remember the
yes,
stylo.
I remember, exactly.
Pen.
December.
Sorry?
December, like December, right?
December?
Yes.
Yeah. How do you say that in French? Décembre.
December.
Décembre.
December.
Yes, décembre.
December.
That's right.
I know aujourd'hui, c'est.
Aujourd'hui.
Aujourd'hui. Today.
Yes.
I know Jetam.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
I love you.
Love you too.
Yes, you say mercredi le 9.
Mercredi.
Yes.
Yes.
Then
Today's
October.
probably Tuesday, but and it's not October, but yeah, okay, fine. I mean, it's one day in the year where you're right, and then it is the 9th of October, one day in the year. Okay. So actually, you've got a very different kind of French. You know how to present yourself, and you obviously know how to flirt. Okay. So back to science and technology. How would you? I'm gonna just challenge you with very simple ones. How do you say science?
I've heard you say it on the show, so I think it's science or science.
Science. Right.
Science.
Okay. How about technology?
Like technology.
Yeah.
Technology.
I told you that was a very simple one.
Technology.
Technology. That's right. How about scientist? A bit more difficult.
Scientist.
Scientific.
Well, that's it. Wow. Now, please listen. How about internet?
You say
I'm sure it will be close to.
No, it's super close.
Yeah.
But you know.
Well, it should be internet.
It's internet. As easy as that. How about a blogger?
A blogger.
A blogger. That's right. Well, when it comes to science, technology, many words are about the same. How about computer?
Computer.
No.
It's
No.
Oh, I know this. I know it.
Or.
Originate.
Sounds like it.
Ordinator.
That's it, exactly. Ordinateur. Well done. We tend to think that it's an English word, but it's not. Wow, well done. Okay, So you're doing pretty well for someone who pretends doesn't speak French. Well, you do, obviously, but I'm sure you could find your way around in France. But just with a big smile, you could. So now,
because he has been there before.
Yeah, but you've been learning at school, and your teacher obviously did a great job. So that balances. This balances that. So let's see if our viewers are as good as you are in another episode of the quiz. Okay, viewers, now it's your turn to be challenged with some French. This week, the question is, what is the French word physicien in English? So what does the French word physicien mean in English? Does it mean A, 1, doctor? Does it mean 2, physician? Or does it mean 3, physicist? 1, doctor, 2, physician, 3, physicist. You think you know the right answer? You jump on your mobile phone and you dial 1, 2, or 3 at 1788. And if you are the very first to give the right answer, you will win a dinner for 2 at the French restaurant La Chaumière. Now, I have a special present and message for our guests, but also for you. Let's have a look. He's also a famous blogger. He wanted to be with us today, so he sent us a message. Let's watch. Well, you'll discover him.
Hello, this is Zion Felix, a celebrity and lifestyle blogger here in Ghana. You know how social media is helping this current era, 21st century. Everybody's on social media, and as a celebrity and lifestyle blogger here in Ghana, I've been able to maximize the platform to my positive effect. I mean, I'm an online person, so I mostly use that particular platform to disseminate information to the public for them to know what is happening in our world. I mean, here in Ghana and then also outside this country. I also use the platform to also help boost sales for other brands, other companies. I've been doing this for 9 years, so I'm well vested into this business. So social media here in Ghana is huge. Most people on the platform, most of them I see use it to their advantage. I mean, most of them use it to advertise their brands. Most people use it to advertise their companies. Most of them use to promote good cause here in the country. So I would entreat everybody to also maximize it. In as much as we know that there are some disadvantages of the platform, I think majority of Ghanaian youth, especially the bloggers, have used social media very well. And then it is only right to also tell the people out there to also use it to their advantage. I mean, we should stop leaking people's things, using it to gossip and all those things. I mean, what do we gain from that? I mean, let's just use the social media well so that the world, ourselves, will benefit from it. My name, as usual, is Zion Felix of ZionFelix.com.
Wow, thank you, Zion Felix, for chipping in. Thank you, Ameyaw, for being with us. Thank you, Kobby. We are now at the end of this episode. I want to give you the last word. Just a quick word to our viewers.
Well, I mean, just to rehash what has been said already, it's good that we're talking about science and technology. There's a lot of opportunity in that space, and we feel like we haven't explored it well enough. I mean, I would like you showed us at a very young stage, people are being introduced to science and technology and the practical side of it as much as possible. So I wish that back here in Ghana, we do more of these practical stuff in addition to the theory that we learn. And for people out there, more specifically around social media, I say it's an amazing tool to be seen for whatever you're doing, whether it's your talent, it's your craft, your business. There's a lot of opportunity for you to reach a wide audience with whatever your talent may be. And so grab it, know how to use it, how to use the various platforms because they are different in themselves. Understand each platform for what they are and maximize the full potential of this medium for your use.
Thank you so much. Last word, Kobby?
Yes, so to the parents out there, I think that they have to encourage their children because they are growing up. And so now technology is everywhere. And so they have to be part of the process. And so parents should encourage their children to be part of using social media. There's something I call the digital citizen. Now, the same way you train your child, and even when you are not there, he will be able to take full responsibility of his or her life. The same way when we teach them in that digital space, even when you are not there, they will know the channels to visit at home, the content to watch, the platforms they should go. So parents should be part of this whole process so that the children can learn and also use it very well. And also to yourself, thanks so much for inviting myself and my big brother. I mean, this is a very good opportunity. And we're encouraging everyone out there to watch Touch of France. There's a lot of education I've learned today, from tourism to the culture to the food to the music. God bless you so much.
Thank you so very much. Thank you very much to both of you for being here. If I have to take away just one word of all this, is education. Education, education, education. Well, thank you very, very much. I got a little present for the two of you. I thought that you maybe sometimes when you are thirsty, you may want to have
Thank you.
a drink.
God bless you.
Out.
you very
Let
much.
me show what I'm giving you here. You can certainly give it to some of your followers if they want to. So this is a little thing where you can put some water or hot or coffee that keeps it warm or cold. And it was made for our French National Day, and I'm happy to share it with you. And of course, you have T-shirts, Touch of France T-shirts that you can also, I'd be very proud if you wear them, but I'd be very happy if you can also offer them to some of your followers. Thank you so much.
Thank
God bless you.
Let me quickly thank our sponsors and partners for today, the Saint-Paul French Embassy, of course, without whom it would not be possible. They did the content, and thanks again, Decathlon, Bolloré, Serene Insurance, Tract Afrique, Orca Deco, NASCO, who lent us the screens on which we've been able to see these inserts. I want to thank my viewers as well for being here, and of course the production team and everyone who is making this show possible and enables me to promote France, French culture, and what we do here in Ghana. So this is the end of this episode. It's been a great, great pleasure speaking with Ameyaw, Debrah, and Kobby Kyei. It's been a great pleasure to be with you, dear viewers. Thanks for your loyalty. I hope to see you next week. Until then, I say bonne semaine. Have a nice week. Merci beaucoup. À bientôt. Thanks very much. See you soon.
On va bouger le monde, on va bouger le monde. It's the touch of France in your household, it's the touch of France in your mind. It's the time for Ghana, make a big step. It's the time to dance to the vibe. If you know what it is, then you know what I mean. From Accra to Paris, it's how you gonna feel. It's what you wanna see, it's what you wanna feel, it's where you gonna be, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's the touch of France from Ghana, it's the touch of France from